everyone. First of all, I'm sure you're already sick of hearing this. We're only a few days in. I cannot believe it's December. It does not feel like December. Where did 2024 go? Crazy fast. But before we can fully embrace the new month, we have to go back to the old month a couple of times. The first time is to revisit my favorites, my personal favorites from November 2024. I have a few categories to speak about with you. I've broken up my top 5 picks from home and lifestyle, beauty, clothing, and accessories. And I'm going to start off with the home lifestyle stuff. Going to kind of mix it up a little bit. If you're more interested in beauty, make sure you tune into the very end because that's when we're going to talk about what's happening here. So to start off with the home and lifestyle favorites, far and away, this has been my most favorite. This is a butter keeper. This one's made from marble. It's a little bit heavy. It does come in 2 other color options, I think black and more of a honey colored marble. So here's the concept behind this. I'm gonna set it down because it is rather heavy. It is a way for you to keep your butter out at room temperature, so it's spreadable on toast. You're not gonna break your toast apart. You could easily pop it into a pan for sauteing. It melts quickly, but it keeps it fresh without spoiling. The key is you take a stick of butter, soften it. I just leave it out at room temperature for a little bit, and then you shove it into this. There's some water here. You'll understand why in a minute. You shove it into this top portion. Mine's almost done. We go through about a stick a week. And then in this bottom portion, you put about an inch and a half or so of cool water, and you change that water out. Kind of depends on the temperature of the room that you're keeping it in. This time of year, about every 3 days, you fill that with cool water enough so that it hits the bottom of the bell and forms a watertight, literally, seal, so no bacteria gets in there. And it's just fabulous. If you love toast, if you like bread and butter, if you cook a lot, you're gonna love this. This is not a new concept. It's been around for centuries. I'm just very late to the party. Next, for my lifestyle favorites, not the shoe, love the shoes. I'm talking about this acrylic shoe stacker. So this little shelf here on the top can be slotted into different holes. So if you have, say, a pump or something, it'll actually go at a more acute angle. But it's a way to save space in your closet. And this has freed up probably double my space. I just placed an order for another 12. You can order these in different amounts, 12, 3-pack, 6-pack, etc. And when they go in on shelving in your closet, looks like this, very slim profile. And it helps you see all your shoes, and it frees up space, and I love it. Next is this waffle weave bed blanket. And I want to stress it's a bed blanket, not a throw blanket. This blanket does come in a throw blanket size, but I love that you can order this bed blanket in the size of your bed. So we have a king size bed, ordered it in the king size. It comes in a lot of colors. We have it in the color Storm. It coordinates with our duvet cover and our sheets right now. I love it because it adds just a little extra layer of warmth, a little bit of heaviness without me overheating. I am a hot sleeper, but I have to tell you, the people in my family that love this the most are not human. My dogs love sleeping on top of this. Rowdy likes to make a little, nudge it with his nose every night and make a little nest, and he kind of burrows inside of it. Wrigley, who has been waking up periodically through the night for the last few months, now that we put this blanket on, he just kind of scooches in there, and he doesn't wake up until, he's been sleeping 11, 12 hours. So, which means I get to sleep through the night. So everybody's happy. So I think as with this and probably everything I'm talking about, because it's Cyber Week, most of these, if not all these items, are on sale as well. I think it's 25% off if memory serves. It's super soft, machine washable, and we throw it in the dryer on low, which is important when you have your dogs sleeping on it every night. Next favorite is something I've been using for years, referencing here for years, and it's an at-home dry cleaning kit. There's a couple of brands we use, just kind of order them interchangeably. This one is called Dry Cleaner's Secret, 20-minute cleaner. There's another brand we use called Dryel. I'll link them both down below, and basically all you need is your at-home dryer. And with this one, which is very similar to the Woolite version that I think has been discontinued, you put 4 to 5 pieces of clothing that are of similar fabrics, similar weights, and you open this up. There's like a little wet wipe almost in here. You can use that wet wipe to spot clean any spots that you have or any stains that you may have on the fabric. Then you fully unfold it, throw it in the dryer, almost like a dryer sheet, and put your dryer on 20 minutes. And all the instructions are here. Tumble dry and pull your stuff out. It's wrinkle free, it's odor free, the stains are gone. It's good on cashmere, it's good on, I think it's good on wool. I think it depends. Yeah. Don't use it on fur, leather, suede, or velvet. Other than that, you are good to go. These are fantastic. The Dryel version is very similar, except it comes with a reusable giant bag that you put your garments inside. Do the same deal with the wipe, and then you throw that in the dryer. And that one specifically mentions that it's great for cashmere as well. So for those of you who are holding off on ordering cashmere because you don't want to hand wash, there's your alternative. And then my last of my home favorites for this month, and I'm sure will carry through December, are these ornamental garlands that I put up for Hanukkah every year. You can order them in different colors. I picked the one that's blue and silver because those are Hanukkah colors, and it's a winter wonderland kind of thing. They come in 6-foot lengths. They come in 9-foot lengths. I have them on my mantle. I have them up on my staircase. They are battery operated, which is fantastic because then you can put them in places where you don't easily have access to electricity, and they can be put on a timer. I have them outside my house. They do come in other colors: silver, red, copper, gold, green. I think there's a green. I love them. I keep using mine year after year. The key to their longevity, though, at the end of the season, before you put them away, do take the batteries out. You're going to want to put in fresh batteries every year. Let's get to some clothing favorites from November. Far and away, the Quince stretch high-rise cropped flare jeans. I mean, I loved them so much. I bought them in all 3 colors: the medium wash, the dark wash, and the black. They come in 2 inseam lengths, 26-inch and 28-inch. I got the 26-inch because I am 5'4" and it's the perfect length for me. I do recommend sizing up 1 from your regular waist size. So my waist is a 26 and I ordered the 27 and they fit perfectly. They are $50. They feel like you've owned them for years. They come broken in and soft, but there's no distressing other than the, no, I don't think the hem is actually raw. I take that back. I don't think the hem is raw. So there's no distressing. I know some of you really hate that. They're just, oh my gosh, the quality is so good. And again, wash, dry. You can hang to dry if you're a little concerned about that. The quality is unbelievable. $50. I mean, that is starting to get close to Walmart level prices, but the quality is unbelievable. These next 2 clothing favorites, I'm actually wearing both of them. So we'll start with what you can see. This is the top part of a 2-piece waffle knit set. I've shared this a million times before. I have it in this striped option. There is another option where it's black with more of the beige stripes. I have it in what they call nutmeg. I have it in a plum. I think I have it in the soft blue or black. I have it in black too. I mean, I just love this set, so I keep buying it. If you just need something easy to throw on and run around town in, these are great. They go really nicely actually with these shoes here in this particular option. It's great for travel. It's great for lounge wear. And I have been doing a lot of working from home. I mean, I do work from home 100%, but I've had a lot of days where I don't leave the house. I'm in front of the computer working on stuff. It's what I've been reaching for over and over. So because of how many pairs I've bought and how often I've worn them in November, had to list this as part of my favorites. The second piece I'm not showing you, but I'm about to stand up to show you, are the Printfresh 100% cotton poplin pajamas. I just got my third and fourth pair of pajamas last month. I love them. They are a major splurge, especially for pajamas. But let me tell you, they are so worth it. I've washed them a million times. They don't fade. The color is beautiful. I can wear them in the summer. I can wear them in the winter. I never get too cold or too hot in them. They are magical. Do they wrinkle? Yes, of course they wrinkle. They're 100% cotton. So if you want them to be unwrinkled, you're either gonna have to steam or iron them, which I would never in a million years do, or just when you throw them in the dryer, when the dryer cycles over, pull them right out. Give them a shake and you're good to go. I am wearing a pattern that I think is sold out. And yes, I am wearing them on my bottom. There you go. I would recommend getting your true size. Do not size up. I size it up to a size small because I like mine oversized. They're way too oversized. They do have a drawstring waist, so that works, but do not size up. Just get your true size according to the size chart. I do also want to stress that I did not get the petite length. The petite length would be very cropped on me. I am 5'4" and the regular length is just fine. They also have tall options and, like I mentioned, petite. So this would make a very nice gift, especially because right now they are 30% off. So this is the best deal you're gonna find all year. If you wanna grab a pair for yourself or gift them to someone, now is the time to do it. Number 4 for clothing favorites is an old favorite that I pulled back out again now that it is cool weather and I can wear this. It is a no iron button front blouse. I prefer it in the crisp white. I believe they call it optic white, but it comes in a whole bunch of colors. So something for everyone there. When I say that this shirt does not wrinkle, I have worn it, tucked it into my jeans, bloused it out, cinched it with a belt, belt, didn't get it dirty, hung it back up in the closet, smushed with all my other stuff, pulled it back out to wear again, untucked, perfection. So if you travel a lot, if you work in a more conservative work environment and you need work blouses, snatch these up. I think they are currently 30% off as well during this weekend. So many sales, so many sales. If you need some help with that, by the way, my last video kind of did a run through of all the brands that I talk about the most here on my channel that have sales going on. So I'll link it there. And if you watch to the end of the video, it'll pop up on the screen as well. But anyway, it's a beautiful classic fit. I love the cuffs. I love that unlike many Chico shirts, this is a full length sleeve, and then you can roll those cuffs back, get more of a French cuff kind of look to it, or you can roll them up. And I would say go with your true size. Check out their size chart, especially if you're busty. There's a little bit of stretch to it too, which is nice. And then my last favorite is very much for the holidays. It is just so pretty and you can wear it in so many ways. It's the Sequin Bow Tie Cardigan. There are matching pants, but I love the versatility of just the cardigan. I love the kind of satin grosgrain ribbon that you tie into a bow across to close it. You can layer it over a solid tank top like I did and a pair of jeans. I wore it to a basketball game because our colors are black and silver. So even if it's not the holidays, it will work really well for that. It's an instant dress up to just a very basic outfit. If you have a last minute holiday invite, just throw that on over pretty much anything you've got going on and you are good to go to a party. It's just easy. It's comfortable. I like a piece of clothing that can instantly transform an outfit that requires very minimal effort. So have to love this, and it's fully stocked in all the sizes if you check out the link below. Speaking of which, if you're looking for these links, they are down below me in the text under my head. It says get links. I think you can see that much. If you click on the more button, it'll expand and all those links will be there down in the order in which I have discussed them up here. I also take all of that and pin it to the top of the comment section. So if you can find where to leave me a comment or ask me a question, you have found the comment section. So look for that top comment and it should be there. And if it's available on the YouTube shopping platform, there should be something around the bottom of the screen that says view products. If you tap that, even more options, lots of options. Okay, with that, we are ready for our next category, which are accessories. And hands down, my favorite accessory from November 2024 has to be this little guy. This is the GiGi New York Riley shoulder bag that I happen to have designed. This is the black version. Yes, the chocolate is completely sold out. We knew it was gonna be a special color. It's a very special piece of leather that we used to make it. We had no idea it was gonna sell out that quickly, let alone the first day that it launched. So the owners are scrambling to see if they can source any more of that leather to do another limited run, and I will let you know. And if we keep the demand up, even for the black one, there will be some new colors for late winter, early spring. I'm thinking more of like a beigey nude kind of cappuccino color, but if you have some color preferences that you'd like to see this in for late winter, springtime, let me know down in the comments. But anyway, this, of course, since I designed it, I'm completely biased, not even remotely objective. This is definitely not just my favorite accessory from November 2024, but my favorite everything from all of 2024 of all the things I've recommended. But I love it. And I'm not one to carry a black handbag, but I have really been enjoying wearing a black handbag and remembering that yes, black does go with pretty much everything. And I have this guy stuffed. I haven't done a what's in my bag. Actually, it's stuffed yet. There's still plenty of room in there. And I love it so much. It's very minimal in design, very classic in shape. I love the hardware. Okay, enough. If you missed the video where I introduced it and I also shared 6 outfits that you could wear either the black or the brown option with, I believe this was one of them. Now that I think about it, I will link that up here. I think it's one of my best videos I've ever made, honestly. And it's short, it's under 15 minutes. And if you haven't watched it yet, give it a look. Okay, number 2 has to be these boots. These ankle boots, also on sale right now, big time. They're normally $126. I believe they're either $80 or $90 on sale. I have them in this chocolate brown and in the black. They also come in sort of a beige suede and a brown snakeskin print. They are so easy to walk in. It's a kitten heel. I like the higher shaft, so it goes underneath those cropped hems on all the pants that I've been wearing. And it's a classic. It's very simple. It's never gonna go out of style. It doesn't have anything to it to scream, oh, it's from this era. So I really love these and you can walk forever in them. The leather is really soft and supple. And the heel, it's like an inch inch and a half maybe. Super easy to walk in. I've been getting into belts a lot this year, and if you know me, you know I love options, and you know I love a reversible belt. I've been wearing the Tory Burch reversible belt for a couple of years now, and I know it's at a pretty high price point, so I've been looking for other options, and I recently partnered with Brighton, in fact, in November, and this was one of the pieces that I selected. Their belts are beautiful. And this really nice tan brown is gorgeous, but what if you wanted black? No problem. You just twist it, boom, now you have black. Isn't it beautiful? I love this. There are a couple reversible options on the Brighton website. This one also comes in a darker chocolate brown that's very similar to this on one side and then the black on the other. The sizing on this runs a little bit small, so do check their size chart, and if you're not sure, go up a size. It's easier to add some holes to make it smaller if you want to wear it at your natural waist and down at your jeans level height than to go in the other direction. So I initially bought an extra small and I needed a small, and I should have just looked at the dang size chart like I tell you guys to do, and I would not have had to do an exchange. Okay, next, oh, I'm wearing it, is this layered chunky necklace. I probably wouldn't normally wear it with this outfit, but it's easier. And I think this one's on sale too. This looks super expensive. It is not. It's on Amazon. There are two designs on this link. One has more of the circle pendant in the middle. The other one has a bigger heart. And these look a lot like a Julie Voss design or a couple other brands that are hundreds of dollars. And this one is under 30. And it's just fun. And it jazzes up any outfit. Not this one, probably. I wouldn't wear it. But I absolutely love it, and I think you guys would love it too. And then the last of my accessory favorites, I couldn't pick, so I'm sharing them both. These shoes from Chico's, which I believe are also on sale right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, first, these silver pointed toe loafers. They also come in a soft gold, similar to this color, and they run true to size. And if you have never tried Chico's shoes, they are amazing. They always have the padded insoles and cushioning in here, and they're just made so beautifully, and they do sell out. So I love these very, very much. And then these little slingback kitten heels, these are so cute. I don't know if you can see the kind of texture to the gold here. They also have them in a black micro suede. I have to admit, I'm filming this a few days early because I want to be able to enjoy Thanksgiving weekend with my family. So once their sale goes live, that yes, I knew about in advance, they're sitting in my cart. They're 30% off. They're going from my cart to my house. I'm buying them. Again, it's tiniest of kitten heels. The slingback is not too tight. It's adjustable if you need it to be looser or tighter, and squishy insole. And I know it looks like both of these come to a crazy point, but I have a wide toe box, and where your actual toes go, there's plenty of room and nobody's feet are getting scrunched, because that would be terrible. Nobody wants that. I feel like I have been babbling quite a bit, so I'm going to try to rein it in with beauty. Some months I'm really into drugstore stuff and very much budget friendly. This is not one of those months. Just going to warn you. Okay, so I have rediscovered my love for the La Mer foundation. I'm wearing it now. A lot of you have commented on recent videos saying, oh my gosh, your skin looks amazing. What's going on? I switched back to this because I stopped fake tanning, and this is my natural shade. And I wish I didn't love this as much. I know they raised the price. It's $150. When I first started buying it, it was $120, which was outrageous. And it's just, every year it gets a little worse. I'm sorry. But if you do want to splurge on one foundation, I have had this pump for over a year. I wear it more often than I don't, and it's still going strong. So not only does this foundation just look beautiful, it is a long wear foundation. It actually looks better on your skin as the day goes on. It's also like the Mary Poppins of foundation bottles. It goes forever. And I usually use a full pump, sometimes a pump and a half. It's magical. I wear it in the shade Ivory. The other thing that might be contributing to more of the glowy effect is yet another sunscreen. I've been playing with a few this part of the year, and this is the Color eScience Sunforgettable Total Protection Face Shield Glow. And I've been getting mine on Amazon, and it is definitely glowy. And when I put it on, it's a little darker than my skin tone, but it blends in really nicely, especially when I throw foundation over it. I mean, I think it works because I sat in the sun all day a couple days ago, and I'm still the same color. So it works to give you glow, and it works to keep the sun from tanning your face. So I love this. I think this is the winner. I've been searching high and low for my favorite sunscreen that gave glow and didn't break me out and was seen through your makeup, and we got a winner. Okay, next is another splurge. I'm sorry guys, but this one, again, first of all, this packaging. This is from YSL. They're YSL leathers. Gorgeous. Really into leather now that I've been looking for leather on handbags. And this is their little couture mini clutch, and it comes in a bunch of color options. Of course, I went for the warm neutral one, and let me get the brushes out that I'm never going to use. So this one is called Over Brune, I think. There are quite a few options. The shadows are so creamy. They're blendable. I'm wearing them all on my eyes right now. I'm also experimenting with liquid eyeliner. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. It's an easy palette. I can wear just one shade all over my eye, either just one of the shimmery shades, one of the matte shades. So wearable, not a really nice size mirror, great for travel. It's so pretty. And yes, do I get a little something out of it because it just happens to be luxury? I do. I enjoy it. I reach for it. I love it. And then lastly, no, not lastly, we have two more. Setting powders. Okay, the Tarte, this has a long name, Tarte Creaseless Setting Powder. It's not that long of a name. I thought it had more to it. I think it's Creaseless Setting and Brightening Powder. Regardless, this is incredible. If you've been having issues with your under eye concealer creasing up or settling into the lines or even anywhere on your face, or if you've wanted to try baking but you've decided you are far too old for that and every line in your face is going to show up, these powders are amazing. Why do I have two colors? Well, they have just the basic translucent, I mean, it's white powder. That's for, they say it's for all skin tones. To be fair, I'd say fair to medium skin tones. And if I do want to bake and chisel a little bit, I reach for this one. And I like to put it down the middle of my nose to brighten a little bit, but it also mattifies without taking away the glow. But if you want to use it to just set like under your eyes, which is pretty much what it's designed for, and I'll show you why in a second, I to reach for the pink one, so it kind of counteracts any blueness under there. So why I say it's definitely designed for your eyes is at the top of the sifter is a little container to hold a teeny tiny little triangular puff that you can, you know, and you pop it open and there's a little sifter screen, which you're not gonna be able to see here. And it is the most finely milled, basically dust in here. So if you're not sure and you're fair to medium skin tone, I'd say go for the translucent. If you want to just use it to brighten under your eyes and that's the only place you're using it, check on the website to go with the one that best matches your skin tone. It's at Ulta. It is also available at Tarte Cosmetics. If you go to Tarte Cosmetics, you can use my discount code. That's 15% off for Marnie15, but I think they're having a 30% off sale on the Tarte website too. So I've linked both because wherever has the best sale, that's where I think you should get it. And then lastly, my hair on it is this Boar Bristle hairbrush. And I've had one before. Members of my family stole it. I finally ordered another one. It has a nice wood back to it. It's beautiful. It doesn't pull or tug on my hair. And weirdly, even after I comb my curls out with this, my curls stay longer having been brushed up by this than by any other brush I use. I just love it. I don't know why I waited so long to replace mine. So with that, those were all of my favorites from last month. I still love them, but it's a new month, so I get to look for new favorites. So hopefully you had a lovely November, and here's looking forward to an amazing December, an amazing wrap up to 2024. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope that you had fun, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye.